demiurge, the god, the bastard god called Yahweh, akasikia vibaya sana, watu wameanza kufikiria. Ndio hawakuwa nataka wafikirie. They were not meant to think. They were supposed to. That's why unaonaga wazungu hadi wale wanakuanga obsessed na science. Science inaleta, inaitwaje, reinventing things. Wanatoa kama seeds, wanachukua seed that is supposed to give birth to bear fruit after its own kind, wanaziweka kwa laboratory, wana create ma GMO, wana create laboratories, because they are supposed to think in that direction. But you people, when your God created you, you black people, you melanin people, mulipewa chakula ya dunia as your healing herbs. Ni mulipewa herb, mukapewa dunia. And that's why you say, Rosiaro wa demiurge and the true God, hatutawaisikizana na wao. And that's why they exterminate the black people. The melanin people wanakuja wakimalizwa. The same thing walifanya na Europe. The same thing walifanya na America. The same thing walifanya na the aboriginals of the same thing walifanya na the aboriginals, the black people of Australia. Is the same thing saizi wanafanya na Iran. The Europeans. Cause ako ka Israel munasema ako ka Israel. Those are Europeans. As soon as they take over Middle East, they are coming for you, Africa. And it's gonna happen sooner than you think. It's gonna happen sooner than you think. Huyo prime minister wa hiyo Israel ya 1948, kuna kitu alisema. Alisema, as soon as I am done liberating the Middle East, I am coming for Africa, because they create a world of deception, lies, deception, maheni. And you black people, you are deluded to believing that Israel has something to do with you. Aya neisi ya kirira. They stole history and made it their history. The true Israelites are the black people, and it's a concept of the real owners of this world. The people who are created by the original God are the Israelites, the black people. Because this world is your inheritance. That is why Muzungu cannot survive without war. Muzungu has to kill to inherit land. Why does Muzungu colonize people? Anauanga watu kwa nini? Muzungu kutupatia Bible, why did he have to kill us? Because Muzungu da hate what they know. Alipewa ka place kanaitwa Garden of Eden, which was a laboratory, a concept of cancer, to come and eat this world, created by a god called the demiurge. He had a both. A god was created by the female god alone. A destruction of a god. Akazaa kitu. Iyo kitu ikajiamini is a god. It created the white people. And that's why the white people in their Garden of Eden, they were not supposed to think. They were supposed to follow orders without thinking, like robots. So Iran is very crucial, because what they did in America when they exterminated the original people there, who are more black people. And I want you to do your history. I want you to look at the people called aboriginals. Australia ilikuwa ya watu weusi. Canada ilikuwa ya watu weusi. America ilikuwa ya watu weusi. Europe ilikuwa ya watu wanaitwa the Moors. The Moors ilikuwa ya Europe. Hii kansa ilizaliwa na the demiurge god, the bastard god, in the Garden of Eden. Hii kansa inaitwa wazungu, imekula dunia. Na kukula dunia ni kumaliza watu weusi. Nyinyi watu weusi, you are the original creation. The concept of Israel is who are the original owners of this world, who carry the true meaning and the true DNA of the man and the female god. Is you black people. Na mukapewa dunia, mukaambiwa, I've given you all herbs for your food and for your medicine. Why have we been herbal people? Tunakulanga herbs kwa nini? You black people, mutakuja kumalizwa hii dunia mkiangalia. As you worship the people who are here to exterminate you, have nothing to do with them. Stop believing in their tokeni hizo churches. That's where your biggest colonization is. Kesho mtashinda mkiombea. Mtashinda mkiombea Israel kesho. You are praying for your enemies, Europeans. They stole the concept of Israel. Israel are the black people of the world, the owners of the world. Minawambia, we have 9 DNA tribes, wakona 6. Meaning we are the original, the copper people. We are called the people of the... Black is melanin. Black is the sun, people of the light. Dunia ni yenyu. Urusi mugati no igai ni karasia rasia kusia Israeli. Igai ni kara Israeli toragera Irani. Oragato de Irani igai ni karasia rasia kusia Israeli. Mutige ogui wa motoe. Have nothing to do with them. You are the people, the original owners of this world, and they are coming for you. They are coming for you. They are coming for you. As soon as they are done with Iran, Middle East, they are coming for you. Ombeni sana. You see, the awakening once the black people remember who they are. The melanin people, as soon as they remember who they are, they are the owners of this world. The battle is against memory. And that is why entertainers of this world wanalipangwa pesa mingi sana to keep you so that musiwai kumbuka who you are. And the great consciousness right now that is happening with the black people is just memory, remembering who they are. That is why they are fighting right now, to divert you from remembering. They are scared of the great awakening that is happening. They are scared of people leaving churches. They are scared of people going back to their roots. They are scared because people are asking questions. They are scared of TikTok. Israelis, they wanted TikTok. Waliichukua. So that before they start this war, they continue controlling the narrative. Haya. If there are 2 brothers in this world, Nemodo Moiro and the people of Middle East. In fact, they say Jesus spoke Aramaic. Yeshua spoke Aramaic. And he did not come for, he came for the black people, and these are the 2 brothers. And that's why you see the Iranians, the people of Middle East, they are neither black or neither are they white. But the original people, that we can trace that in the history of the Noah. So, Goma is Europeans, Nesia Kerira. And their God is called Yahweh, Yaldabaoth. Is a bastard god created by the female god alone. And this bastard god, the demiurge, believes there is no god like him. But the true God is a male and a female God who created the black people. And that is why the female, the woman represents the female God. And the man represents the male God. Because that is how we came to exist. When they said, let us create a man in our own image. And so in the image of God, God created man and woman. Na tukapewa hii dunia, tukaambiwa reciprocate, fill the world, reproduce, na tukabarikiwa. The only time Adam and Eve walipata mtoto is after falling, is after eating the apple. Otherwise, they were not supposed to give birth. Because they were a trisex. It was a demiurge trying to create another person. And that is why the Bible, Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, they get their first son after falling, after being chased away from the Garden of Eden. But as we have been here for a very long time, even Cain says to his God, ukinifukuza siya watu wa dunia wataniua. Kamwambia hapana, nitakuweka mako wasikue. Sijui kama mnashikanisha hii vitu. Are you getting, my good people? Are you getting? You're speaking the truth. Yes, I'm speaking the truth. You are the owners of this world. That is why you are copper people, healing people. You live in deception. Wake up. The battle is against the memory of the black people, remembering who they are. And that's why entertainers are paid so much money to keep you asleep. Football, muko busy kufuata football ya wazungu. Muko entertainment movies, because the whole idea is never allow these people to remember who they are. Yes, is against musiwai kumbuka who you are. You black people, owners of this world. Ni kumalizo, muna malizo na chakula GMO. You are not supposed to feed GMO. You black people, you're supposed to eat natural food. You are supposed to bask in the sun. Without sun, you black people, you are done. Sun, healing, Rioa. And by the way, let me tell you, and this is, if you ever feel sick, go outside in the sun and thank the sun for healing you. The sun. So when they came up with the story of the sun, the sun, you black people, you and sun, you're like this. Melanin and the sun, sun is a healer. So if you ever feel completely sick, go in the sun. Come on today 6 planets are aligning. Today, 28th. Alignment. The very same day kuna alignment, a philosophical. It's not even, is astronomy, yeah? Leo kuna alignment ya 6 planets. Where you align, you become that all that you have ever desired to be. The very same day inafanyika is the very same day they attack Iran. Coincidence? The very same day. You are the custodians of time. Time is linear. But you people, you are the custodian of time. Our 28th day of Feb is not theirs. Yet ndio inafanyika. As it is happening, it is not waiting for them. It is happening for them. So when it is happening on the 28th day for us in Africa, it is happening on their 27th day in Europe and America. Because time is constant. It is happening in the now. Hizi vitu walituletea za dates. Watu wa kitambo hawakuwa na dates. They were dealing with seasons and days. So stories are dates. You see the confusion between days and dates. So as here on the 28th, as we observe that alignment of 6 planets happening, as we observe it, is happening on our 28th in Africa. Yao ina happen 27th. But wanasemanga 28th. So kesho iki happen, haitakuwa cause it's happening as we speak. Zika tunapatana watu wangu. So they are scared that Africans are no longer being colonized with their Bible. They are scared that the black people, the melanin people, we are not actually black people, we are melanin people. Melanin is copper, this is black. Sisi tunakaanga hivi. There is no black person on earth. Me, they call us black. My beard is black. Do I look the same color as black? Because they associated evil with black. They associated hell with black. Alright? Me, these are beards. They are black. Me am I black? We are copper people. We are melanin people. Because everything about us, we were given this earth as our inheritance. That is why black people, the religion, were obsessed to going in heaven. The people who know the truth, who have colonized you, they don't care about heaven. Wazungu don't care about heaven. They care about creating a heaven like here on earth. But you people ulipewa Bible na religion mletawa na vita, na colonization haikai, you're obsessed with heaven. Yet your body says you are the people of this earth. Copper. By the way, do you know if you want to heal, do you know what? The other thing is water. Water is a healer. And it heals you from inside. Now imagine Mungu on its own. Water has been existing here before the world. And that's why in the Genesis wanasemanga, that the Spirit of God was hovering upon the waters in the face of darkness. So when you take water, you know, let me tell you guys, water has memory. And water is one of the most powerful elements of the earth. If you're ever feeling sick, take that water and speak to that water. Say, I am one with the water. Because even biologically, so to speak, wewe body yako, mass yako, na elements zako ni 70% water, just like the earth. Dunia, the biggest part of the earth is 70. Wewe na dunia mnakaa hivi. Dunia, the arable land inakuanga 30%. The rest is 70%. It's the same way. Mwili yako is made of 70% water. So what happens is, when you're not feeling well and when you want to heal yourself, always take water. And you take this water, put it in a copper cup. Kikombe ya copper. Tafuteni copper. Because you people are copper. You look like copper. You are elements of this earth. So ukichukua hiyo maji, speak to that water, say I am one with the water, say this is living water, I am living waters, and then you drink that water. You stop taking water just like anything else. Juu mumepewa elements of healing but hamjuangi. And if you ever feeling sickly, go outside in the sun. Let me tell you a story. Kuna watu, tafuteni series inaitwa Superman. Superman and Lois, Superman, when he's injured, when Superman is injured by those green things, when he wants to heal, he flies in the sun. He goes in the sun, alafu anapata healing yake, and then he comes back. That is what sun does. We are the people of sun. So as soon as these Europeans, this cancer that was created in the Garden of Eden by a demiurge god, created by the female god alone, akaificha, ilifikiria it is the only god of this world. And that's why watu wanaitwa wazungu wanakuanga wamejawa na kiburi. We are black people. We are not chosen. We are the people of this earth. We are the people who carry the DNA of God. Now do evil. Even this demiurge has the light of God. And that's why ukisoma, because this demiurge has the light of God, because it was created by the female god alone. So the light in the demiurge, and that's why unaona hiyo god ya Bible iliua watu wengi sana. Because it believes it's the only God. Which good God kills children because that people are not worshiping it? If God is love, what is love? Why does that God of the Bible why does he not exercise what he expects us to exercise? When he says God is love, why would God? Love is forgiving. Love is kindness. Why does that God of the Bible expect us to do the things yeye mwenye hawezi fanya? Love is forgiveness. Where are my warm shoes, man?
You couldn't bring them.
They're upstairs. Kindly bring them. I'm stepping on the tiles and they are cold. Please do that.
Do it.
So, unasikia, why would that God of the Bible, before you go, get me?
But you're just upstairs like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, who is the son here? Who is this? Ebu go bring them. So, why would this God of the Bible not exercise the things that are expecting sisi tufanye? That's what I'm telling you. Black people, melanin people, you are colonized with the Bible that is not yours. That story, that he's a jealous God, yet he's jealous. You know what is jealous? There is nothing good that comes from jealous. So the original God, the creator of the true melanin people, is pure light, pure conscious, is there, love. Like me, Usema, me, don't have the potential to hurt, or I don't have the potential to surprise God. That is a God that is caught by the surprises. You see this demiurge in the book of, in the Garden of Eden, anakuja hata ajui Adam wako wapi, anamuuliza uko wapi. That is not all knowing according to me. Anamuuliza uko wapi. So when I say me, I have nothing to do with the Garden of Eden. That is not my story. It is not your story. But you are created by the one and true God, who is a man and a female. Black people, and that's why black people wanakuanga obsessed na reproduction. Si ati ni sex tunapenda sana, because tulibarikiwa, tuliambiwa fill the earth. It is a blessing tulipewa. Tulibarikiwa na Mungu wetu, the female God and the male God. Walituambia go fill the earth. And what was the way of filling the earth? Sex. That's why black people tunakuanga obsessed. That's why hata mzungu kuzaa inakuanga kibarua. Mutumia mudhogo kana mudhuri kogwatia magenda. But mudu muiro anaguzishanga tu hivi, mtoto anapatikana. It's only that now with their food of genetically modified food, tunakula vitu kama hizo zinaanza kukua ngumu. But we black people, tohutana giyoguo mwana akaoneka. You don't have to keep there at is na haraka, because it's a blessing. The God of the Garden of Eden, a child is born after Adam and Eve wamefukuzwa from the Garden of Eden. after they have eaten the apple. The apple represented knowledge, knowing good and evil, and they became like God. That God did not want Adam and Eve to be like them. He wanted to control them, and that he was a monolithic God. That is why Bible is obsessed with the masculinity, obsession of that demiurge who believes he's a male God. Anakuanga na kichwa ya lion na body ya serpent. That's the demiurge that created Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. That has nothing to do with you. It's not your story. Garden of Eden is not our story, black people. Na ilikreatiwa hapa hii Iran. The Garden of Eden ilikuwa hapo Iran. Because it's a portal that is there. No. What? Garden of Eden was in Iran. Sisi tulipewa dunia mzima. Why did God not call the earth the Garden of Eden, but a small portion of the earth was called the Garden of Eden? Because the Garden of Eden was a laboratory to create a man. And a man. By the way, do you know the Garden of Eden, the woman came as a, by the way, hakuwa na plan ya kumake a woman. That's why mimi nikiwaambia Bible inakuanga na two creation stories. Soma hapo Genesis 1:27 in the original creation. So in the image of God, he created he and she. But the second one, the female was no, alikuja wa mwisho. Huyo Mungu akatengeneza kila kitu, alafu akatengeneza mwanaume, the female came last. And that's why unaonanga wazungu wanakuanga obsessed na monolithism. Kama ni monolithism ya sexual matters, ni gayism. Man for a man, woman for a woman, for seeds za chakula. When they are genetically modifying seeds, kuna chromosomes wanatoanga kwa seed, so that your seed does not reproduce. Tuwehamu wadu ito. But us, sisi tunatakanga male and female. Waheihoa, unaonanga, ukitaka kujua mtu anaelewa hizi vitu, akienda apewe kitu, umenipatia ya kike, ya mume iko wapi? Give me a male one and a female one to complete the creation. If you are giving me something in Africa, you give me a male and a female seed so that I can grow. But muzungu si hivo. That's why wazungu wanakuanga obsessed na laboratory, because the laboratory was created 6,000 years ago. By the way, unajua muzungu amekuwa kwa hii dunia for 6,000 years. If you trace your genealogy, wanatuambianga ati sijui ya Adam, it is only 6,000 years. So we have been here for a very long time, black people. Na tumekuwa tukiishi hiyo America, tulikuwa tumejaa huko, we were everywhere. Musiseme US kusaidia you see these are Europeans. Israel ya 1948, those are Ashkenazi Jews. They are on a religion called Zionism. All right? And they believe they are superior genes than the rest of us, these Europeans. And that's why unaonanga Europeans, they look down on black people, because they believe they have a certain arrogance that came from their demiurge God, Yahweh. Na hiyo pride wanakuanga nayo because they believe they are the superior genes. And that's why they look down on black people, Zionists, na ni Europeans. Kama uko kwa mneti saa hizi, hiyo Israel ya 1948, hiyo land walipewa na Palestine. Palestine makuaga wega wao. The Palestine died because of their kindness of hosting those Europeans. Wakaleta, you know, Palestine waliweka kansa kwa land yao. Hiyo kansa imewakula. That's why I keep telling you, cancer is a concept by these white people from their God. And it is eradicate the good people of this world, the melanin people. That's why nawaambia, as soon as these Europeans, the Ashkenazis Jews, the Zionists, do our Jews, na wazungu, you know, Trump yeye alikuwa ametoka wapi? Before aende Europe, baba yake, mama ya Trump alikuwa ametoka wapi? Alitoka Germany. So all these people are Europeans, and that's why they work together. Their God is one. Their source is one. You cannot separate those Ashkenazis Jews na the Americans and the Britons and the Germans wote ni kitu moja. Their source is one, the Europeans. They wage war against the Melanin people and the people of Iraq. Hapa Mesopotamia, hapa Iraq, which is a gateway, which is a gate, is a portal. And that's why Garden of Eden ilitengenezewa hapo. Haya, acha niwaambie, hiyo kansa ikiingia Kenya mutatii. So who is fooling who? You see, they are working together. They are one and the same. You cannot separate the Ashkenazis of Israel of 1948 with Akina Trump. These are Europeans. All of them are children of one mother. Their source is one. Their objective is one, to take over the world. Wacha wachukue Middle East, wakuje Africa, then they create heaven in Africa. As soon as they take over Africa, they will create a heaven on earth. End goal ni kuchukua Africa. And then mtafute movie inaitwa Black Panther na Avatar. Watch those two movies. They don't want you to know who you are. Na mko hapo obsessed. When I tell you, come out of those churches, that is where first you're colonized by a book that is founded on the Garden of Eden, which has nothing to do with you. It was a concept. Garden of Eden is a laboratory that created Adam and Eve. And Eve came last, and they were not supposed to procreate. They were supposed to live like robots. Sisi tulijaana huku, tukazaana huku, tukajaa dunia. They are the people who come to kill, steal, and destroy. Avatar shows what humanity can do to survive. It's concept. When you watch movies, you watch them as concepts. Tumeni request ni wapandishe hapa tukue na hiyo conversation. So kesho ukijaribu kwenda hizo kanisa zenyu eti mnaenda kuombea Israel, you think twice. Okay, see, that's why I keep telling you, don't go to those churches. Those are prisons of your mind and of your spirit. The Garden of Eden is not your story. The book of the Genesis of the story of Garden is not your story. The Garden of Eden, that is not your story, black people. Yours is the original people of this world. Movies have hidden meanings. Yeah, you watch concepts. Me, I watch movies and I gossip the concept. Aya, tumeni request mpande hapo muulize maswali. And kama you want to add to that knowledge, we need to think beyond our ancestors. No, our ancestors were brilliant. Our ancestors, they were so kind. In the spirit of Ubuntu, they welcomed an enemy. We understood the way of life. Our ancestors had hacked it. They were one and the nature. They understood seasons. They were living many years. Hawakuwa wanakufa ovyo ovyo. I'm not talking about ancient history. We were one on the earth. We could teleport. We could teleport. We could telespeak. You could speak to your son or your daughter akiwa mbali na anakusikia. We knew these things. Technology ya wakazungu imekuja kuua. You know, our technology is spiritual. Theirs is science. Hizi vitu unaona simu. Our ancestors walikuwa wanaongea na vioo ama river. Unaenda kwa river, maji. Unaongelesha mtoto wako akiwa mbali. Unaongelesha maji kioo. Mtoto wako, we were one in the universe. We coexisted with the nature. Tulikuwa we were well blended with the universe. Our ancestors, the moment they accepted these people, we were corrupted. Tukaya kwa virus kwa kichwa, ikatu corrupt. That is the virus size inatolewa. And that virus ikuwa upgraded kwa church. Tomorrow ukienda ukae chini, uambiwa ati sijui your father Abraham. Ati sijui your father Abraham. Sijui you are the son of Adam. Ati you are born of a sinner. Me, I was not born as a sinner. Hiyo ni religion ya Roma. Unless you tell me God is the initial sinner. Ati ni dasi ya nidode mwehia. Ni dasi ya nidode mwehia. Ni dasi ya an innocent child. I was not born the wrong way. But religion has to keep telling you guilt and fear so that you continue living like a slave, pleasing this God. That is why I'm telling you, religion, watu weusi, as long as you continue doing religion, wallahi, mutakuja kuniambia, as you continue being in those churches, mutaisha na muishe na msahaulike. Come out of